Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amito Mitra and I'm the host on this channel. I hope you guys are doing great and I hope God is protecting all of you. Welcome and welcome to my channel. For those of you watching me for the very first time, you are most welcome. Kindly feel at home, and if you don't mind, please go on and subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button so that you don't have to miss every other time I post. And for those of you returning subscribers, I really appreciate. I'm forever grateful. May God bless you for me always and always. So in today's video, I am currently from church. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm from church and I am now heading to Lugogo. I'm going to meet a friend of mine. Now there is two things about this video. First of all, I want to show you a new place. Okay, it's not that new, but it opened up late last year. It's an eatery at Lugogo. It's called Mitra. Let's just review their food and also look at how the place looks like. Maybe one of you out there would like to have dinner one of these days, or lunch, or a date, and that place could be of help to you. Secondly, in today's video, I want us to meet Faith, the person I am going to meet right now. Faith has been a friend of mine for some years now. I met her through Facebook and then we became closer and then became physical friends. So Faith's story is one that we all want to listen to. Probably it will help us in one way or the other. I don't want to spoil things for you. I want us to first reach, talk to Faith and listen from her directly. So guys, I'm finally here with Faith. Faith was already here. I am the one who was delaying her, but I'm very glad that I am finally here with her. So this is Faith. Say hi.
Hello, my name is Faith.
Okay guys, let's first order for something to eat and then we are going to get back to you. I think Faith will have to come and sit somewhere here so that the recording is easier for us. So guys, we are done with our eating. Of course, we are still eating, but at least we are somewhere. We can now talk very well. So here I am with Faith. So Faith is going to start with introducing herself to us, and then maybe tell us a brief of what exactly she is doing. So Faith, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much. Yes. My name is Faith Aweko. I am Amito's friend, and we happen to be tribemates, all coming from Nebi,
Sure.
the land of water and honey.
I know.
Yeah, so I own a recycling business called Reform Africa that transforms Africa's waste into wealth. So we recycle plastic polythene waste bags, the caveras, into durable, sustainable, and waterproof bags and accessories. Yeah.
So someone out there might not understand this, so you have to break it down for them. If you're saying you recycle plastic waste, you say it,
yes,
into sustainable,
durable and waterproof bags and accessories.
Exactly. Now break it down for a layman out there, someone who doesn't understand that whole term. Break it down to them in the layman's language, using maybe words like Havira, those things.
Yes. So we all know plastics, right? So when you go to a supermarket or to a shop, it's either given to you for free or you buy it like at 100 or 200 shillings, and the most expensive I think is 500 shillings for the green one. And after like you finish using it, mostly for shopping, you throw it in the trash can. So after that, there's a garbage person who comes and picks it with the rest of your waste, and then they dispose it off. So at Reform Africa, we have a saying that waste is not waste until you waste it. So what people perceive as waste is what we see as treasure, is what we use as a resource, because we use the plastic polythene waste bags like the Cavera we have a process where we heat press about 15 plastic bags to come up with a sustainable material that is waterproof, and that is what we cut into patterns and then sew to make the bags and different other accessories.
So Faith, you sat there. By the time you started this whole thing, were you jobless?
Not necessarily jobless, but I had dropped out of university.
Okay.
Yes. That is when I thought maybe I would push my vision to really transform Africa's waste. Yes.
So you sat there and thought about how, did you think about it in a way of helping the community, or you thought about it in a way of earning a living?
So at first, of course, we all do businesses to earn a living.
True,
but
true.
it is also more fulfilling when what you do impacts the environment, for example, but a bigger picture impacting the community through job creation. Yeah.
So you sat down and thought about this whole idea of, I'm going to move around looking for caveras in my area and then recycle them. Yeah.
Yes.
And what inspired you to start this? Because there are so many job opportunities. I remember the very first time I met you, you were into making African bags, sewing, and all that. So what made you let go of all that and think about this particular thing that you're doing right now?
So I've always really wanted to do something about the waste management here in Uganda, because growing up as a child, I grew up from one of the slum areas here in Uganda, that is Naguro go down.
Yeah.
And I was greatly affected by the plastic waste pollution in the area, because it affected mostly my education. Every time it would rain, my family and the whole neighborhood would think there was a time we thought of disposing of our waste, both organic and inorganic waste, because one, the waste management system would not reach deep in the slums, because of also the structure, like the truck cannot really pass through the slums, and also too because of the way we collect waste. So we mix both organic and inorganic waste. So it also becomes heavy to take it to the trucks in the market to be
Damped.
Yes. So every time it would rain, we would pour the piled waste in the trenches, and this caused flooding. And during the night, either our houses are flooded and we have to drain water out of our houses, or during daytime, morning time, going to school was hard because passing through the floods, either maybe you fall in the floods, have a wet uniform. So that's something that I did not like as a kid. But growing up, I really thought, what can I do about the plastic waste pollution here in Uganda? Yes, that's how I embarked on the journey of research to really get to know how waste is collected, how waste is dumped, and how waste is generally managed here in Uganda.
So let's get forward. Now you think about this whole idea, and now you're beginning to implement it. You start implementing it. How did you start? Like, did you call a few friends and tell them, okay, there is this idea that I have, let's start it? Or there are some people that reached out to you. There's some people who reached out to you and told you know what, Faith, there is this, and then you also had the same idea, and then you came together and worked upon it. Like, how did everything start?
Yes, in 2017, I met two amazing ladies whom we shared the same vision of poor waste management as we grew up. So in 2018, fast forward, we embarked on researching mostly about plastic waste pollution and waste management in Uganda, and that's how we zeroed down to really working with the plastic bags, because there is really no solution for the plastic bags here in Uganda. Yet plastic bottles are collected all the time, and yet you find the plastic bags are the ones that clog the trenches. So we started with picking plastic from around, because like Uganda produces 500 tons of plastic waste every day, and 51% is not collected. So this is like plastic is littered everywhere. So we started with picking the plastic around, washing it, drying it, then heat pressing it, and then we come up with the material. And we didn't have a sewing machine, so we come to Chiembe here. Some friends, they make for us the bags. We first made 10 bags, then we sold, then
before you even get there. So you did research, and got to know that when you get these plastics, you can heat them. What do you use to heat them?
The heat press machine.
Okay, it's a machine.
Yes.
How much did you buy the machine?
Bought the machine at 4 million.
One.
Yes.
Okay, so it's only one that you use, or you got others as time went on?
Currently we only have one.
You have one.
Yes.
So you thought about it, like, okay, we'll get the plastics, then wash them. You wash them. Do you do it, or you have people you pay to do the washing?
At the beginning, we were doing it because
Yourself.
we were still researching and we were still prototyping. But currently, we have over 10 women, between 10 to 20 women. 10 are full time, then the other 10 are part time, who really help us with starting from sorting, washing, and processing the plastic.
So I love that. That's because you are creating jobs for these women as well. At the end of it all, after they are done with the washing, the sorting, and all that, you do pay them, right?
Yes, sure.
So when they are done with the washing, the sorting, whatever it is, what is the next process?
So the next process is heating it up.
Okay.
So we heat press about 15 plastic bags.
Okay.
Then we design it because for each bag it's unique in its way because of how we assemble the plastic bags and also how we mix the colors. So that also brings a customized pattern or customized design for the customers. Yeah. After that, it's ready.
It's ready for sale.
Yes.
Wow. So it is basically getting all those plastics wherever they are, bringing them to the company, then getting these ladies to wash them, sort them, and do everything with them. Then you heat press them. After heat pressing them, you design them into the bags that we always see people carrying and giving out to people out there. So how did you start convincing people out there to buy these bags? How many did you start with? Meanwhile, before we even get to how many you made, started selling and all that, how did you come up with this amount of money that you used to buy the pressing machine, the heating machine, right? and all those things. How did you gather all that money?
So we didn't start with a heat press machine. We were renting out a heat press machine, but over time, because of the sales, the many awards we've won, and the many grants, we've been able to
Buy yours.
to buy sewing machines to increase, and also on our workers, and also buy a heat press machine. Yeah, we actually bought the heat press machine during COVID.
Then now you started selling them out to the world. How did you convince people to buy them? Because someone looks at it like a Mia Cavera, right? How did you start convincing people that this, and how now? Another thing I also want to ask, maybe you answer both questions at once. Now that you've made it the way it is it still dangerous to the environment or not?
No. So with this plastic bag that we buy, that we shop with in the supermarket, obviously the lifespan is less. But for this, we increase the lifespan of the plastic bag, and we're also able to recycle it again. So it's like a circular kind
process.
of process.
It's a process. You use, then recycle, then make another bag, then use like that.
But for this, you can even hold it between 2 to 6 years.
Okay.
Like for the school kids. So how we really convince people when we're doing research? Obviously, our friends were excited to buy. We had 10 customers who are through friends and family that had ordered for the first bags that we made. So that motivated us to really know that people love our products. But since also we have unique designs, the bags are waterproof. So in case you buy a school bag for your child, they can even walk in the rain as they're going to school, or they can have their swimwear in the bag, and it doesn't really make the books wet because we have the smaller bags that kids can put their swimwear and still continue with school. So that really brings the uniqueness, and also the bags are affordable and they're made here in Uganda.
Okay, so how much is your smallest bag?
The smallest bag is 20,000.
Okay. So Faith, we want you to tell us how much you started, like the very first day you started this whole project. How much did you start with?
We started with 300,000 Ugandan shillings.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you use it for?
We used it for basically transportation to take the materials to the tailors because we picked plastic for free in the communities. So transportation and also paying for labor. And then also distribution.
So you were getting boys and girls out there and telling them to look for plastics?
No.
Or you were doing it yourselves?
Yes. At first we were doing it ourselves, then later on, after making sales and a few number of revenues, we were able to employ women.
Okay,
Yeah.
Now let's get back. Did you at any one moment think this would be something as big as it is right now?
Yes.
You had...
Yeah. Of course, it's not as big as I want it to be.
Of course,
but from the
yes.
beginning, I already had a bigger vision.
Yes.
Because when you start with something, you really have to think of the bigger picture from the beginning. Because it gives you the vision and also the motivation to really keep on pushing on until you reach that big milestone.
So I want us to talk about the challenges and the benefits. Let's start with the challenges. What have you gone through while doing this whole business? What is that has sometimes demotivated you from going forward?
So the challenges is really basically on the waste management system here in Uganda, because organic waste is still mixed with inorganic waste, and it becomes expensive to sort the waste, and also expensive to really wash the waste.
Yes.
And since 51% of the plastic is not collected, the women have to really walk kilometers and miles looking for the waste.
Yes.
Then also, if they go to the landfills, the waste is already mixed. So it's much time and much energy, and also using a lot of water to really wash the waste because it comes when it's really, really dirty. So that is the challenge that we really face. Most challenge that we face.
So the mere fact that you are not the one doing this, it's these women out there doing that. do they ask for a different amount of money altogether because of the hassle that they go through looking for these waists?
Yes. Also, why we work with women, because when you look at the waist collection system here in Uganda, it's full of middlemen, and these are people who really underpay the women with the waste that they collect. And since they cannot afford to really keep waste in much kilograms, because also the waste recyclers buy from like 1 ton of plastic and above, and these women cannot afford to keep on piling waste until it's 1 ton, because they have kids to feed, they have rent to pay, they have a family to take care of. So we pay them a premium. We double the price of the middlemen, so the women get a decent income.
Yes. Which is good. Okay. Then another challenge, is that the only challenge you have been facing?
Yes.
That's the only challenge.
It's not the only challenge, but that's the major challenge.
The major challenge is so many people out here want to know how much do you make on a monthly basis right now in this business?
So, COVID has disrupted our business, but we had to also take advantage of the situation.
Yes.
And also because we started production in 2019, and then 2020 COVID happened. Yeah. So it slowed down business, but we also actually made a lot of money during this COVID. So on average, we make between 2 million to 4 million monthly. Yeah. We've been featured on Daily Monitor, on Voice of America, International Monetary Fund, and we've also won a couple awards, both nationally and also internationally. And I've also really been able to meet prominent people here in Uganda and also outside of Uganda, and this has helped me really grow professionally and also personally, and also created really long-lasting partnerships and network, which doesn't only benefit me, but also Reform Africa
as a whole.
Okay, so through Reform Africa, I've been able to pay my rent, get a decent income, feed myself and my family, and also the bigger picture is really be able to employ 20 people, both full-time and part-time, because the women that we employ, these are women who are marginalized, these are women who are single mothers, and they have a big family of children that they have to take care of. So knowing that their livelihood really depends on Reform Africa is something that makes me wake up every day to really work hard, so we make sales and have income.
So Faith, kindly advise someone out there.
So the advice I'll basically give people, mostly the young people, is to really, like, when you start something, for as long as you put in 100% of your effort and your passion in it, you can really reap big and achieve big. Because I actually have no background in recycling. Before I dropped out of university, I was studying economics and statistics. So also, so really, if you put in your passion and 100% of your effort, and also really working with a team, like working with people, with mentors, with coaches.
So guys, we've come to the end of this video. It was an amazing time chatting with Faith Aweko, and I believe her story has impacted on so many of you. At least you guys have learned 1 or 2 things from her. So guys, we also want to review the food. The food was actually nice. Now, initially I asked for chicken, but I just didn't love the taste of the chicken. So when I talked to them, they accepted to change my order to the other chicken that I got. Now the second chicken was grilled and cut into pieces. The first chicken was wings. I didn't like the first chicken, so they gave me the second one, and it was perfect. I loved it. I love their fries. Their chips are really nice. And then I also love the fact that they give us starters. This is something I haven't seen in so many restaurants. It normally happens in only hotels, that you would get a starter when you order for something, but these guys have a starter which is free of charge. It is part of your menu, and then their prices are also affordable. My meal is how much? I'm not so sure, but it's not more than 40,000. And then it's 32, yeah?
Yes.
My meal was 32,000, and then my drink is 11,000. Can you imagine? So I'm not spending more than 50,000. Okay, not more than 55,000. That is affordable. So let Faith also give us a review of what she thinks about her food.
So for me, I had barbecue chicken, mashed potato, then also green rice. I'd never tasted green rice. I was excited to test it, though I didn't like it so much because maybe it's my first time to test green rice. But I hope maybe the next time I'm here, I'll enjoy it. Yeah, my meal was all perfect, and I also like the juice, and it's also affordable. The juice was 11,000, and the meal was also 32,000.
So comment down below and tell us what you think. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.